Hi, I'm Melanie from the band Second Shooter, and you are watching or listening to Talking About Rock.
Talking About Rock is sponsored by School of Rock, North Buffalo, where they're making musicians every day. Okay, joining us now, we have Melanie Johnson from Second Shooter. Hello, Melanie. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's your day so far?
Not too bad. Well, you guys just got back from some tour dates from the road, right? Tell us a little bit about that adventure.
Yeah, so we played some dates in the Southwest US. We were playing with Go Ahead and Die, which is Max and Igor Amadeus Cavalera's newest project, and a band called Bodybox from Florida. We did 10 days on the tour, and it was actually our first time ever playing outside of the Southern California area. So it was all new experiences. It was so cool getting to meet like such different, diverse crowds and cities we'd never been to. And it was really funny. It was really fun to like win over a room of people that had no idea who we were mostly.
Right. Yeah. So I haven't been to the Southern California area for a long time. I mean, back in the Gazzari days, that's the last time I was around there. I'm sure it has changed dramatically from what it used to be like in the heyday of rock and metal, right?
Yeah, that's definitely what my bandmates who have been here longer say. I mean, it's such a great place to be for music, but it's also like in ways it's like a bad place because it's like so oversaturated and commercialized, you know. But like I'm really thankful I get to be part of this scene, but like I understand that there's a lot of sort of, I don't know, maybe like exploitative toward artists' practices because there's just so many musicians in this area, and
Yeah,
people know.
there's so much new music coming out all the time. I see it constantly, but I think it's a good thing in a way, right? So we have a lot of new music coming out still, which is great. Um, and did you start singing metal originally, or where did you get started?
I started pretty late. I never really like I never really made music for most of my life. Like it's obviously been a passion of mine, like it is for you and all of your listeners, I'm sure. But I was never on the performing side of it until my like mid late 20s. I kind of just decided one day that I wanted to learn how to do it. So I learned how to sing a little bit, but like mostly in support of like learning how to do the screaming thing. Like I love both, but basically I came at it like I want to learn to do metal singing. So
Yeah.
just kind of randomly, because I meet a lot of musicians who've been doing it since they were kids, but I was like pretty late on in life when I got into it.
Yeah. So what influenced you musically or vocally to follow this?
Yeah, I mean, all kinds of artists. Like, I just love heavy music, like, any era, anything from metal to like the more alternative-y type stuff. I'd say one of the bands that got me really into like harsh vocals and like in a like brutal way that I wanted to sound was Opeth. Michael Ackerfeld, sort of the way he like pitches his screams is something that's always kind of been in the back of my mind when I'm writing parts. I don't really use like his techniques or anything, but sort of that like dark sound.
Yeah, I was going
And
to ask you about that. What do you have some techniques or exercises you use? Obviously, you have to have some type of routine you go through for this, right?
yeah, I basically just taught myself based on YouTube videos. There's different access points that work for different people, as far as like making the sound and then figuring out this is how it feels, in your vocal cords and everything, and the placement and everything. When I teach people, I'm always like for fun, I always do like make an exasperated sigh, kind of like kind of thing, and then like turn that into screams. But that's just one way to get your body used to making the sounds.
And all your song lyrics are very powerful. Tell us about the process for writing some of the lyrics here.
Thanks. So on this most recent album, on Fury Made Flesh, I wrote maybe like a little bit less than half of the lyrics. A lot of the times, my bandmates came to me with lyric ideas, and I put my vocal, like emotional, twist on them. But generally, I'm either like, here's something I want to say. Like I have a very literal song about existing in the world as a woman called 1 in 6. Or if it's a story I want to tell, either fictional, or we have one, Deanna the Huntress, from our new album about a real life feminist vigilante killer. Or just, yeah, generally either telling a story or getting a point across is how I like to approach my lyrics. And then my bandmates also are inspired by various personal through fictional things.
Gotcha. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about putting the tracks together for Fury Made Flesh. Especially tell us about the track Cage. We're going to check that out in a second here.
Awesome. Yeah, so we actually wrote our last stuff we released some EPs in 2018 and end of 2019. So this album is like, the culmination of like over 4 years of writing and playing. So we really, I guess it kind of came from a lot of places. And Caged in particular was inspired by this was written by our rhythm guitarist Travis, and it was inspired by sort of the locked in, like stifled kind of feeling that a lot of us were getting during the pandemic. But it can also be like a little less literally about that situation. It's just feeling boxed in, needing to escape. And the chorus Travis was saying is sort of musically is supposed to be a little bit of like catharsis. Compared to like the overwhelming feelings of being trapped.
Yeah, definitely an outstanding track. So we're going to take a quick break here and play the video on the track for Cage from Second Shooter. And we'll be right back here on Talking About Rock. Okay, we're back here on Talking About Rock with Melanie from Second Shooter. Outstanding track there. You guys got some really, really amazing lyrics in this album. Yeah, some very angry stuff. I'm not, I'm not sure about some of that, but definitely outstanding. So you just got back from some dates. You guys got other stuff in the works. What's the plan going forward here?
We're doing in on May 18th in the LA area. I forget the exact location, but we're playing like a sort of all-day festival. And the headliners are OTEP, so that's really exciting. I've never gotten to see them play, and I think there will be hopefully a lot of overlap in who enjoys our music. And yeah, lots of good local bands on the bill. And it should be a really good time. The people that are putting this on always put on really good shows.
Excellent, excellent. If folks want to know more about you, where should they check you out? On your website or social media, or where should they go?
Yeah, so everything is linked on secondshooterband.com. Our usernames on things are generally Second Shooter, Second Shooter Band, and we are on all the streaming platforms. Whatever your favorite one is, you can check out Fury Made Flesh on there.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, folks, so check that out. Fury Made Flesh from Second Shooter. Very cool stuff coming up. Very, very cool. Thank you, Melanie, so much for being with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And if you folks out there have comments or questions for us, feel free to email us at talkingaboutrock@gmail.com. You can like us and follow us on all our social media and our website, Talking About Rock. Melanie, again, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.